told me that you're walking with him and I don't have to be worried about you. And so I didn't. But normally I would say something out of concern. Because it says faith comes by hearing, but unbelief also comes by hearing.
Yes.
Right? And if we're submitted unto the word of unbelief for long enough, we'll find ourselves confused about the truth. And it'll cause chaos inside of us if we're listening to the truth and unbelief nonstop. If we're going back and forth all the time, it's one thing if you move in and out of circles sometimes. Right? But if you're like sat in a fellowship that is primarily speaking the message that brings forth unbelief in people, man, it'll confuse everybody. You, me,
double-minded man.
A double-minded man will you'll end up being confused, right?
Unstable.
It's, here's just a personal experience. And by the way, we're not recording any of this.
Oh, okay.
So when we first started coming to the church, it was like you'd hear the truth and go, but wait. And you hear it some more and you go, but wait.
I know.
And struggle and have to, work through 30 plus years of teaching to bring you, that brought you to that point. And then when you hear the truth and you know it's the truth, and it confronts what you've been taught, the unbelief that you have, I'll tell you now, the good news is I don't have that anymore. I just, that struggle isn't there anymore where I think, maybe I'm not sure. It's like, I'm hearing the Father, so I know that what's being said is from Him.
It's really fun when you hear Scripture and you go, oh, that's what that means.
That's right.
I love that.
I can understand why that would be upsetting for you, though, because my favorite part, I think, of the Bible study, or is it my two favorite parts? The part about Job and the part about Psalm 82:3, what doing justice was. Those two parts are my two favorite parts. And so there was so much life in that explanation of doing justice that to go and hear it taught from a works perspective would make you're like Jesus. I would that you are hot or cold, but you're warm, so I spit you out. Right? And so that's kind of like the thing you're experiencing, right? Because that was so full of life. I went back and listened to that, and Lisa wrote it up, and I read that part about Psalm 82:3, and I just thought, man, that just fills me with so much life.
Yes.
And so then to immediately go hear it from a different perspective, which is one of working, man, that will just make you feel like, what?
I was.
You'd be like the Jetsons where the robot thing, the smoke starts coming out of the ears, and you